well, and people that unfortunately didn't make it into season 2, even despite the other substitutes that happened. He was just lower down on the list than everyone else and just didn't quite make it into one of the substitute spots. So we will see how it goes on, I guess, and I'll also bring up on screen now where they will enter into the upper 16 if they get there, and they will be facing off against Ralph right at the top of the bracket.
First in going against one of the last out, or last in, you know what I mean.
Yes, indeed. So winner of this will face off against Ralph, and then if they manage to get past Ralph, then they'll be up against either Samster or Limepiece, or alternatively, if they lose it, then they'll be facing Samster or Limepiece in the lower brackets. So
it's like this entire thing just ended up working in a very convenient manner.
Okay. Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We may have to instigate the
sock puppet score count,
the sock puppet ruling. Yeah, indeed. Because it worked. It was just a bit of a faff, but we can get it to work. That's no problem. It's not an absolute necessity, but it is ideal if we could get a voice. In the meantime, then. That's where they're all going to go. And yeah, the only other position yet to find is going to be the Truel C winner that will face off against Grunkle down at the bottom.
Reigning champion. Indeed.
Reigning champion indeed of Season 2.
Reigning championish. I
guess it's better, yeah. You got the carrying over champion of champions, which is Panda, and then, yes, the champion of Season 2 would be Grunkle.
We'll go up against Duplis, Itogi, or White Shadow.
Yes.
We will get to that when we get to that.
Did I make this game into myself? I did, Rubik's, yes. The styling was originally based kind of off of the UK style deal, but then I've kind of extended it a bit further to make it work for the newer form of duels with timers, and then the Truel and Quarrel layouts as well. So it's an adapted form of the UK-ish styling.
It's a hybrid.
A lot of the stuff that I do is pretty much hybrid because Twitch is different to traditional game shows. So anyway, that's all that said. Let's get in on it then. So Truel E is the one in question. Let's load up the interface for the Truel itself, and I'll hand it over to you, Score Count, to do the contestant introductions.
To do contestant introducery things. Well, to give Yeesh some time to sort himself out, I will do him last, which is convenient because he is last.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting in the blue area, it is the man himself, the man who was just streaming a few minutes ago and decided to raid us for apparently no reason. 31 years old from apparently the boiling south. Second in his group match. And the one returning player in this match getting to 9th in Season 2, it is Royal Flush, a.k.a. Ben. Hello.
Hello, mate. Hello. Hello. Let's stop saying hello now. Let's move the conversation forward.
Yes, Matt.
How's it? You're well? You're doing good?
Yeah, we're all good, yeah.
Doing good.
We're all good, yeah, all surviving, as they say.
Matt, are you sure you want me to do this? It feels like I'm stealing your job.
No, but we've already spoken about it. It's all yours.
No, you do it.
Okay,
I insist.
I'm going to turn you down immediately because you have the loudest microphones in the world.
Ooh, that's...
right, okay. Whoops.
Well, you're louder in Discord than you were on the stream a minute ago in my head. So, yeah, it's all good. I'll turn you down.
Voices in your head are never a good thing.
No, quite.
I mean, tell the voices in my head that.
Move right. Well, let's move this on fairly quick. So yes, Ben, you were, and this is the last time we'll mention it. I promise. You were eliminated on that infamous potato question.
Yeah, Spudgate from my dictionary corner pal tonight earlier on, actually, who provided that, Mr. Tipster, I believe.
Mm-hmm, yes.
I'm still not entirely convinced I understand the logic behind it, although someone did try to explain it to me. I just
multiple someones have tried to explain it to you.
I put my hands up. Just like, you know what? Business first for the country. Sorry, I've merged into Boris Johnson now. How's that happened?
But it was actually a really close one, because obviously that question knocked out 3 of you in one go.
Mm-hmm.
You and Clive both had 4 chips remaining, and you were able to rank second in the
Yeah,
poll based on the fact that you had 19 seconds more
Yeah, it's a
on your
quick
clock.
pause. So I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. I'll take second. If I don't, so is it only the winner of this one?
We're
goes
only
in?
looking for the winner tonight.
Correct.
Okay.
The winner of this moves on. The other two
Do
do
not.
not. I like putting that dramatic pause in. So, with that knowledge, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling sad, man. You know, it's all good. Bit of quiz action, and it'll be jolly good fun. It's been nice doing a sort of Super Saturday thing, actually.
Super Stream Saturday. It's been
Super
quite
Stream Saturday.
weird.
So, but I'd have to say it's nice to be on this side of the fence, having been sort of hosting all day. I was looking forward to doing some countdown earlier on, but couldn't happen for
Was not meant to
grunkle reasons.
be.
So
logic.
I'm looking forward to having a few questions, answering them rather than hosting them today. Obviously, I know Egg very well, and I know he's a very strong player. But we'll have a good laugh, I'm sure, all the same. Yeesh, obviously, I know from Spy Party. I don't know how Yeesh is from a quiz point of view. I know he is an immensely strong Spy Party player. He's won 2, I believe, the Summer Cup 2018 and Summer Cup 2017, if memory serves. So he's very, very good at that. So I assume he'll be good at this as well. That may be misplaced assumptions, but he's a good chap, and I'm sure we'll have a good game.
Sounds like you're just praying that there won't be any maths questions.
No. I mean, if the potato question comes up again, now I know what the answer is. And if I don't, then I'll play all 4 chips, and it'll all be fine.
This is true. Are you going to be playing slightly more aggressively this time in chip play, or are you going to try and conserve them again?
I mean, I generally put down, if I know what the answer is, then I play 1 chip. If I don't know what the answer is, I tend to eliminate ones that are seemingly obvious, but that strategy clearly didn't work last time, by eliminating the answer that it was obviously wrong, which turned out to be not so obviously wrong and absolutely very unobviously right. So I think I will sort of judge each question as it comes along, and if there's something I can factor out and eliminate answers, then I'll go with that. But if not, it comes down to the luck of the questions, I guess.
This is your last chance.
I think I will probably play slightly more cautiously than I did in the last game. I think probably, but we'll see what the questions say.
As I said, this is your last chance to get into the top 16. But should you do so, you'll be facing up against Ralph, the Lupine 1.
Ah, very good. Yes, he's just put on a fantastic display in Blockbusters this
Really
afternoon.
have.
Along with 8 Minkies. So that'll be fun. But we will see.
Indeed. Any last words before we quickly move on?
I once got on the wrong bus and ended up in a town 30 miles away from where I lived.
You heard it here, folks.
Whoops.
Okay, can someone add that to my interview notes for the next round?
I was 13 years old, and I thought, no, he'll turn around in a minute.
You know what, Ben? My first day of secondary school, I did exactly the same thing because there were so many. There were multiple buses of the same bus company outside of the school, and I was like, all right, which one do I need to get on? I don't know. I'll get on this one because this one looks like it's the right one, and it went 16 miles in completely the wrong direction.
That's amazing.
I think we've all had incidents like that occasionally.
What did you do? Because this was presumably before mobile phones were everywhere. I
got in touch. Well, I talked to the driver because I was completely lost, and they managed to get in touch and managed to waive the fee at the very least and get me back home.
That's nice.
So yeah,
a fire for secondary school for Ash.
There's no BFH on offer on this.
No.
Not quite yet. Anyway, very best of luck, Royal. We'll be
Thank you,
obviously
Scott.
back to you in just a moment for the actual game. Moving swiftly on.
Good luck.
Okay. I apologise sincerely for my snark, but it is our 28-year-old Welshman. I think he's wearing an extra layer of bubble wrap this evening, specifically for the event. Two extra layers. Going all out. And third in his group match, which was Quarrel F, it is Mr. Egg Fried Cheese, also known as Dan. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm going to say good evening 6 times now.
No. Not at all. Okay.
Ash, your bot has gained sentience.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So, acknowledging off-stream matters. Okay, Matt.
Yeah, Egg, you were eliminated on quite a cruel question last time around the name shared by 8 popes and 3 Scottish kings.
Yes.
Although that being said, you were in a quarrel against Catnip and Jerry.
Mm.
Two very, very
As-
good.
Yeah,
contestants, right? So-
as was discussed after that question, even if I had 2 or 3 chips, I probably still wouldn't have covered the right answer. So it was inevitable at that point. So
I mean, we were down to a perfect duel at that point. In fairness, all one chip, all no accelerators. Or Jerry did have the time advantage on that, but no, I think as has been sort of discussed even before we got started on this series of duel. We have 2 excellent players in here tonight. Yourself and Ben. Obviously, Yeesh. We don't really know, which kind of makes this an unpredictable match. But,
which I am a bit petrified of. I'll be honest. As Ash is fully aware of my handle on WebSocket.
Yes, his handle being #petrified of this duel.
Fried cheese. Okay.
Well, your playing time, Egg, was in that in that quarrel 6 minutes 46 seconds.
Cool.
So that
That's a
really
long one.
did go on.
Wow.
You are the longest survivor of the 3 here, but this is your last chance, as we have noted. How does that make you feel?
I'll be honest, the fact that I had an opportunity to get into season 3, I'm happy enough giving it a good old college try. If I get further, cool. If not, then ultimately I try my best. So
Indeed.
it's all I can do.
Of Ben and Nish, though, who do you think is going to be a tougher opponent for you, or who do you think is going to last longer? Ben? There's no question. Ben.
Just Ben. I've obviously rewatched Ben and Harry's duel, and that in itself is what scares me, because it's the fact that Ben has got really good knowledge, obviously doing his pub quizzes and everything, and bless you, Ash.
Thank you.
But with obviously all of his pub quizzes and all of that sort of stuff, he's got really good knowledge. But Yeesh, as we say, he's unknown. I don't know how good he is. But we'll ultimately soon find out tonight, I'm expecting.
Indeed, hopefully.
But yeah, we shall go with that pretty much.
I will know that you were the only person of these 3 who are here tonight who used all their chips.
Oh,
yeah.
Enough.
At least making use of all of them. At least making use of all of them.
Yeah, so on that note, you kind of have a reason to perhaps play more conservatively tonight.
Quite possibly. I am definitely not going to do what I did.
Read the question
in the last one and not read the question correctly, but as I'm just very thankful it worked in my favour.
I just loved trolling you on that question.
But even so, as I say, even if I did use all 4 chips, I would have still been in the same predicament towards the end of that match anyway. So, as much as it was a really good play, didn't really matter in the end.
Yeah, according to the ranking system we currently come up with, you're in 11th. So,
ooh, okay.
So you definitely, according to the sort of ranking system we came up with, you are the favourite to win. Any last words?
Just very good luck to the 2 of you, and may the best man win.
Okay.
Thank you, Egg.
Well, speaking of the 2 of them, hopefully we now have a working microphone on this player.
Voice, yes.
But firstly, I'll drag him in first. Mr. Matt, would you like to announce the poll results?
I will indeed announce the poll results. Egg may well be the statistical favourite, but Ben has the votes, 68%. Egg and Yeesh are on 16% each out of the 19 people who voted. So thank you very much for voting, everybody, and let's see whether you are proven wrong as usual, or you actually get this right.
That would be inspiring. But before we get to that, we need to introduce our 3rd player in that poll. 22 years old from Nebraska in the United States. Again, unfortunately, cruelly early eliminated after a misplay on question 2. perhaps this could be a chance for a great comeback, and it certainly would be a great comeback. Currently ranked 30th, it is Yeesh. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going with you? You sound pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I'm ready to do this. You know, in quarantine, so I can do all the trivia training I want.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you about that training in just a minute. But first, Matt, tell us about that little tragedy.
Yeah, this was a really unfortunate question to go out. So the question was, which nation has the US unleashed more bombs on? And you got a bit mixed up between sort of Vietnam and Laos, and Laos was the correct answer. So yeah, you're the only one eliminated on that question. You had the chip advantage at the time as well, which was unfortunate. But yeah, how are you feeling now?
Feeling pretty good. Just in general, I'd been willing to use more chips early on and just have that better strategy down. I wanted to like maintain. It's tough to want to maintain chips and not spend a lot of them on a tough question, but
it is about like, do you go play aggressively and use a lot of chips early on, or do you try and be a bit more conservative and eke out the long play? You said, however, that you've been scrubbing up a little bit.
Yeah, so I haven't done this since like high school quiz bowl, but
oh, okay. Did you do any good in that high school quiz bowl? Because this is the first I've heard of this.
I've always done decent in quiz bowl, but never like anything crazy.
Well, maybe this will be crazy. Maybe you're just a bit. Maybe you were just a bit rusty. Maybe you can approach this with another set. This is your last chance, however.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
You just want to get into it, win or lose.
Let's go.
Okay, well,
I'm hyped for it.
I do have to quickly say, Dan or Ben.
Yes.
Spy Party rival.
I'm
sorry. I did my thing where I put a break in again. The Spy Party rivalry or Dan. Who do you think is more likely to outlast you?
Both of these players are pretty good. I'm expecting Royal Flush to be the toughest one. Let's see how that Spy Party rivalry goes.
And any last words? Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Say, do some trash talk here. It's like, let's try to 8-0 you like we've been doing in Spy Party.
Oh.
Spy Party, you would do that every day of the week. I don't think that's going to be the case here, though.
Ooh, okay. We actually have some proper trash talk in the arena.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a few seconds for any last words between the three of you.
I don't need to trash talk. They're scared of me enough.
Okay.
Famous last words. This is not the end of me.
It's
That was
the beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end of me.
Well, as it were, as I've said, this is all your last chance. One of you is about to prove yourselves. The other two will not. I wish you all the best of luck, and to two of the final four of you, I will wish you a preemptive farewell.
Overly dramatic mode deactivated. Right.
Mode on.
So Ben, Dan, Yeesh, let's get the test question in. I'll ask you in turn if you see the question appear on your buzzing sight. So Ben, do you see it?
I do.
Dan, do you see it?
The answer is not 42.
Well, we don't know yet. And Yeesh, do you see the question?
I do see it.
Okay, and there are your options. Hey, I like to see. I like to see how this goes. So Dan's eliminated.
It's always 37.
No, Egg. There are not 37 gallons in a US barrel of oil. Don't know why you think that.
Good little factoid. I like that.
Yeah, no, 42 US gallons in a barrel of oil.
Okay,
It's
well,
not much at the moment.
The screen is very red.
Yes, because Yeesh tried to accelerate at just the wrong time, unfortunately. So that will get.
Accelerate Dan to answer wrong.
Okay, so the match has been reset. You all have 10 chips, 1 accelerator, and you have 4 minutes on your respective clocks. If the three of you are ready, Ben, Dan, and Yeesh, let's duel. Press the button.
I
luck.
have goosebumps.
Good luck. Here's your first question. Which of these is slang for a person's signature in the USA? Your options are John Hancock, Nick Hancock, Sheila Hancock, Herbie Hancock. Yeesh is in and accelerating. 5, 4, Ben is in 3, Dan is in. Okay, let's see what they've played. So, Yeesh and Dan with a single chip on A, John Hancock. Ben covering all the options on this one, going A, B, C, and D, so they're definitely through. Didn't have enough time to think this one through, Ben?
I panicked when I heard the accelerator. My first instinct was John Hancock, and then after I locked in, I thought, this is because I think at the bottom of the Declaration of Independence, John Hancock is like takes up the entire sheet of paper. So I think that's probably where the answer came from, but I didn't. I just panicked when I heard the accelerator and went for all of them. Can
you confirm or deny that, Yeesh?
Yeah, no, John Hancock is correct. I was just hoping to panic the British guy.
Well, they've already...
Thanks, mate. Well done.
Well, certainly may have done something by removing 3 chips from Ben. I mean, if the answer is Nick, Sheila, or Herbie, then Ben has won this duel on one question. Nick, I've just noticed Nick Hancock for duel 1. Yeah. If the answer is A, John Hancock, then we continue on. Correct answer is A, John Hancock.
Perfectly correct. He became known for having his large flamboyant signature at the bottom of the Declaration of Independence, such that.
I got already.
Although contrary to popular belief, he wasn't going to a meeting to sign it. It was sort of transferred to him, and he signed it privately. But yes, he was one of the signatories of the Declaration of Independence, and it was so big and flamboyant. That's where the slang comes from.
Mm-hmm. So we do lose some chips there, so the accelerator had some traction there, Matt.
Yeah, Yeesh's accelerator doing a bit of damage to Ben's stack of chips. Dan and Yeesh still have their full stack of 10 chips, Ben with 7 chips. Yeesh also has the time advantage, 3 minutes 57, and Ben 3:53, Dan 3:52. We still have all 3 players in play, though, which is the main thing. Let's move on to question number 2.
Okay, question number 2. In the quiz show Tipping Point, hello tipster, from 2019 onwards, the prize awarding mystery counters are what colour? Your options are green, yellow, red, blue. Ben is in. In the quiz show Tipping Point from 2019 onwards, the prize awarding mystery counters are what colour?
Ooh.
Both Dan and Yeesh having a think on this one. Ben electing not to use an accelerator just yet. Dan is in now. And Dan could elect to use an accelerator at this point, but going to let Yeesh count down the clock. And there is Yeesh locked in, and we now have quite a wide disparity on the timers. There are 10 chips on the table. Let's see what they've been played. So, Dan's the most confident with 2 chips down on green and yellow. Ben and Yeesh just covered all the options, so they're definitely through. The question is whether Dan has covered the correct answer or not. Ben, you were the first to lock in. Did you just want to get the hell out of this question?
Well, it's just that I don't watch television, so I've never seen Tipping Point before 2019, never mind after 2019. So I thought, nope, don't know this one. Not going to try and pass it out. I thought, well, Tipping Point. Tipping Point sounds a bit like turquoise, which is blue. So maybe it's that, but blue mixed with green is actually more turquoise, and maybe they changed it to no, I didn't have a clue. So there we go.
Fair enough. And Yeesh, I guess this being a UK game show, didn't really have much of a clue on this one.
I have seen the show. The issue is I didn't know, I know green and yellow are 100%, but I didn't know if they, added more colors from 2019, because I haven't started to watch it after that. So that's why I just added the other 2 in, because I was like, if I go out on red or blue again, second question, I'd be kicking myself.
Mm-hmm. Dan, you're the most confident. You went with green and yellow. Why did you do that and not go with all the options?
I've seen Tipping Point. I don't watch it all the time, but I have seen it for a while, so it has been on TV for a while. And they used to be silver, just with 2X and a question mark on them. So the 2 times multiplier and the mystery prize. They then changed them, but I know that they were both green and yellow, but I can't remember which one was the mystery counter and which one was the 2 times. If memory serves me correct, as obviously time permitted, I covered green for most of it. I think it is green, but I'm not confident it's not yellow. So I thought I'd cover yellow just to be safe.
Okay, well, if the answer is red or blue, then Dan, you are out for the time being unless we get to a sudden death situation. If it's green or yellow, then we continue on. Correct answer is... It is a green. Yes.
Yes, just to lost my train of thought. Prior to 2019, and this is where I'm a bit confused by you, because prior to 2019 there were black and silver, black just like the rest of the counters except for the silver ones. In 2019, they changed the doublers to be yellow and the mystery counters to be green. In I think what is one of the worst moves in design in history. But
it looked horrendous, but it made them stand out more.
I was gonna say I didn't see black at all, which is like concerning.
I don't know what version of Tipping Point you watched.
I don't know. It was much younger back then, so
was it,
I think
it wasn't like the weakest link or something, or some other Wheel of Fortune. That's got
Spin Star. No.
Well,
yeah, I think they did it just to make it a bit more obvious for the contestants to see where the chips were.
Possibly so. Well, we dropped 6 counters into drop zone 2 there, Matt. How we doing?
We actually dropped 7 counters.
Sorry, 7, yes. I can't count. There we go.
Neither you or Score can count. I know, it's not good. So, Excel has the chip advantage, 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Use 3 minutes 21. Ben has the time advantage, 3:51. Use 7 chips, Ben 4 chips. Still fairly mixed bag. Let's move on to question number 3.
Okay. Here it comes. Which of these is a real country? Okay, fair enough. Options are Dank, Chad, Boomer, Lit. Okay, that broke the tension a little there.
That's a bit.
Which of these is a real country?
I love the fact that I panic covered all the answers just in case. I was like, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay.
So everyone's covered B, Chad. You happy with that, Dan?
Yeah, of course I am. I was just panicking over the accelerator, so am I going to have enough time to work this out? And I was like, oh, okay.
You happy with that, Ben?
Yeah, it's in Africa. Is it in Africa?
yeah.
Possibly. Correct answer is B, Chad. And score count?
One of the North Africa countries, right next to Niger, I believe.
Who wrote that question?
I can tell you. I can't. I to be honest, Ash can probably tell you quicker, but it was Shadowmane. Of course it was Shadowmane.
Of course. Shadow.
Well, anyhow, you're all through safe and sound on a single
I've
chip.
never heard the word Chad used as a word that might be like dank. Dank is a word to describe memes, isn't it?
Yes.
Chad it can be some rather offensive slang, but I believe in modern parlance it's sort of synonymous with player, isn't it, in a way?
Sort of, yeah. I think I know where you're going with that, yeah.
Yeah.
You being like a proper Chad.
Well, this deal hasn't finished on question 3.
No, Chad.
Moving swiftly on.
So not much change there, Matt, I don't think.
No, not much change on the clock. Certainly no change on the chips or the accelerators. But yes, we're sort of past the sort of the average in terms of number of questions we've had for trolls, which is really, really good. So yeah, let's move on to question number 4.
Okay, question number 4 is: according to the Federal Reserve, which denomination of US currency was the most common in circulation as of December the 31st, 2018? The options are the $20 bill, the $100 bill, the $1 bill, the $5 bill.
Common.
Which of these are the most common in circulation as of December the 31st, 2018. Yeesh has dipped to below 3 minutes. So has Dan now. Yeesh is now locked in. So is Dan. Just Ben to lock in now. And Ben has now locked in. There are 8 chips on the table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know what that means from my point.
Well, maybe you know. There are a couple of ways it could be. Do you think it's a 1-3 or a 2-2?
Well, I reckon it's possibly a 2-2. I was thinking of taking it off one of the answers, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's see how they went. So
it's a 2-2. Ooh.
It is a 2-2. Dan, you covered all the options, so you're definitely through. Yeesh covered their 2 on a $100 and a single dollar bill. Ben covered their 2 on a single dollar bill and a $5 bill. So this is interesting. We do have elimination on 3 options. We have a winner on one of those options, in fact, and we do have a continuation on one other option. Ben, why do you go with single dollar and $5 bill?
I was thinking you'd think there would be more of the lower ones because they're used more sort of in everyday usage, and obviously you need more of them to make up to the larger amounts. I hovered over $20 for a while as well, but then it just didn't feel right. I would have. I mean, my gut, if I'd been pressed for a single answer, I probably would have gone for $1 bill. And if I had more chips, I probably would have played $20 bill as well.
Right.
But I think it's more likely to be a lower denomination rather than a higher one.
Okay, and Yeesh, you ended up on $100 bill and single dollar bill. Why did you go with those 2?
So recently the $100 bill has been going up in circulation, because of, and especially like for casinos, it's a big deal. $100 bills are huge there, so there's a ton of them that have been going up. But I don't know if it's better than 1. 5 and 20 are definitely not correct, but it definitely is not more than 1. I just don't know if 100 has actually beaten 1 in recent years, because it actually might be. So I'm hope 100's right. Knock Ben out of here.
And Dan, you've covered all the options, so you're definitely through. But I'm curious, if you had a single chip, what would you go for?
Oh, good question. If I had 3, I would have uncovered 100 for a start.
Okay.
If I had 1 chip, I think I would have probably gone for the $1, because I think there's more $1 in circulation. But honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to logic it out a little bit, and then thought, after what happened in previous deals, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Fair enough. So, to recap, if the answer is C, single dollar bill, then we are all through to the next question. If the answer is D, $5 bill, we lose Yeesh. If the answer is B, $100 bill, we lose Ben. If the answer is A, $20 bill, then Dan takes it. And thankfully, to the factoids listed, I can do this in reverse order.
Oh, God.
So, I've got to read it in a weird order because they've listed it in denomination order, not by order of actual magnitude. So I'm having to reparse the list manually.
Please don't do this to us, please.
So the
just get it over with.
Just tell us it's the $1 bill.
So the denomination up here that has the fewest in circulation as of the end of 1998 is D, the $5 bill.
1998 or 2018?
Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry, 2018 is just this factoid. The line above it talks about the order changing since 1998, whatever. Anyways, yes, 2018 was the correct year. Sorry. Thank you for the follow there, Beth. The second highest, well, the next one up, should I say? So the third highest in this list, with I've got to look it up again. With approximately 9.4 billion of this in use or in circulation is a $20 bill.
Oh.
Alright,
So
got it.
Yeesh is through. Dan is definitely through. Ben, you hang in the balance on whether it is the $100 bill or the single dollar bill. And I can say that there is 1 billion of the particular denomination in circulation difference between them. 12.4 and 13.4. The correct answer is... It's B, the $100 bill.
Yeah.
And that changed as of last year. Oh, as of that year. And as a matter of fact, the year prior, 2017. No, my mistake. 2 years prior, 2016. It was 11.7 million $1 bills to 11.5 $100 bills. Then overtook in 2017 12.5 to 12.1, and then massive jump up to 13.4 and 12.4. In any event, that is that.
That's a tough question.
It is a difficult question, and I know Ben was having to hold some chips back to, running low on chips there. So, but anything could still happen. We could still have a sudden death happen. So
No,
I would say
not anything could happen. Ben can't win anymore.
you can.
You can.
You can. If sudden death happens, you come back in.
Yeah.
The sudden death rule.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
So, although you are out at the moment, you're not completely out. So you just have to hope that your fellow competitors cannot cover the same answer on future questions. So sit tight, and maybe you'll get a second chance. But in the meantime, Matt, let us know what's going on here.
Well, the Shadow Main, the highlights. Yep, the audience completely getting this wrong again. 68% of the audience are definitely wrong, and that Ben is gone for them. Well, yeah.
Again, we don't know yet.
Indeed, we
Yeah,
don't.
I've come back from sudden death before.
Mm-hmm.
You have actually.
First game of season 2.
Yeah, so it's a possibility, but in the meantime, Dan and Yeast, this is very close. Both on 6 chips each. Dan 244 on the clock. Yeast 242. So only 2 seconds in it. Dan still has the accelerator available. As we move into question 5, this is now a more or less straightforward duel.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Question number 6 is: which of these numbers is greater than 5 but less than 6?
What?
Your options are the square root of 20, the square root of 30, the square root of 40, the square root of 50. Which is greater than 5 but less than 6?
Right.
Yeesh is in. And Dan is in. Yeesh, how many chips do you think Dan's played?
Hopefully 1, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I think he took the time to mental math it out like I did, so...
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
single chip answer is...
I'm not as quick at maths as you, unfortunately. I was going, I'm sure 20's too low, I'm sure 50's too high. And I was going,
between the two, figure it out.
So you both gone with B, the square root of 30. You happy with that answer, Yeesh?
Yeah, I'm pretty content.
I'm pretty content. And Dan, you happy?
The fact that you just locked in that answer and my extra little bit of working out time, yes, I'm confident.
Okay, well, I can say that the correct answer is B, 30, or the square root of 30.
Any square root that lies between 25 and 36 obviously will fall between 5 and 6. Anything between 36 and 49 will fall between 6 and 7, such on, such forth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, well, no chips changed hands there, Matt, but time slightly different there.
Oh, I just had a bit of bad news at the moment regarding CV and stuff. Yeah, my stepdad, who's got heart problems, has now contracted symptoms.
Oh shoot! Wish your family the best.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Are you okay to keep going?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll bring her after the duel. It's all good.
Mhm.
After I win on the next question, it's all good.
Good bit of spirit there. Yeah, slight change on the on the clocks in that going into previously it was Egg who had a 2-second advantage. It's now Yeesh with a 5-second advantage. Yeesh 2:30. Dan on 2:25. On to question number 6.
Judge my time to work out mental arithmetic in my head.
Okay, here comes the next question. Jean Antoinette Poisson, the official maîtresse en titre of King Louis XV, lent her title to what hairstyle? The options are pompadour, chignon, bouffon, dreadlocks.
I think this is we can say is a fashion question.
Maybe. Yeesh is locked in. And Dan is locked in. I have no idea how accurate my French was, but I thought it was fairly good. Apart from dreadlocks, I don't think that's a French word.
No.
Let's see.
Looks.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't try it. Let's see where you played. So Dan's covered just one answer, a pompadour. Yeesh splitting a bit, going pompadour, chignon, and bouffon, leaving off dreadlocks. Why did you leave off dreadlocks?
I wonder why.
You wonder why? Okay. I mean, you can give your reasoning why, or you can just say, leave it at that.
It can't be that, but it's just I have no idea about any of their hairstyle, and I think it's probably A, but I'm not too sure. I'd rather not be wrong here. So.
And fair enough. And Dan, you are single chip confident that it's pompadour. Why do you think that?
Yeah, I'm honestly certain that I've heard of it before. And when I'm thinking back to, what the people that used, I can't remember what the game was called, but they did a quite a big let's play with, the actual game, and it had the pompadour hairstyle, which was kind of like a really big sort of quiff type style, and I'm sure that was kind of in fashion in France, if memory serves me correct. So I kind of hedged my bets on that.
Okay,
I was following Coolio's train of thought in the chat.
Doctor Who. That's interesting. That's an interesting thought as well.
Season 2, Episode 5, The Girl in the Fireplace.
Mm-hmm. Well, can reveal that the correct answer is a pompadour.
Indeed, that episode of Doctor Who, Madame de Pompadour. As David Tennant actually states in the episodes, I just snogged Madame de Pompadour. Matt.
Yeah, moving quickly on. So Yeesh loses 2 chips to the void, but Dan also loses a further 5 seconds on the clock. So Yeesh on 2 minutes 13, Dan at 2:03, but Dan still has 6 chips. Yeesh has 4 chips, so can still cover all the options. And Dan with that critical accelerator. Moving on to question 7. This is unknown territory in the last few weeks.
For trolls, it is, yeah.
So, yeah. I think the most we've ever had. I think the most we've ever had is 9 questions in a trawl. So
we're beating that.
Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is: which of these is not, or repeat, not an official language of the United Nations? The options are Japanese, French, Russian, Arabic. Nope, Dan is in and accelerating. Wow. 5. And Yeesh is in. Well, there are 3 chips on the table.
Oh.
Yeah. And the distribution is quite interesting as well.
Oh, God.
There's a difference of an opinion. And there is also an open hole there. That means it could be Ben to come back into the game as well. God. Any which way can go now. So, Dan, you put a single chip on Japanese. Why do you go with that?
Now, you probably notice I took a little bit of time to kind of read the question on this one. With it being not, I know French and Russian definitely are. I'm not 100% sure about Arabic, but I have a feeling that it is included. From some odd niggly feeling in the back of my head. I thought, I don't think it's Japanese. So obviously that's why I thought I'd lock and accelerate, try and put the pressure on Yeesh, because I know he only had 4 chips. And I was expecting a 4 chip to be put down. So for him to only put 2, I'm very surprised.
Okay, and Yeesh, you ended up on Russian and Arabic. Did you get a bit rushed by the accelerator there, or was that just your confident
I
answer?
could have figured out Russian if I had more time, but I just kind of actually skipped over Japanese at the start. Didn't even notice it, to be honest. So maybe it's not right, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure about this question, so we'll see. Someone's going out here probably, though.
Well, it's either a win, or we go to sudden death. Ben, since you hang in the balance on this question now, what's your thoughts on this?
I'd rather not say.
You'd rather not. You see,
I know what the answer is.
You know what the answer is. Okay, fair enough.
Any tension either way.
I appreciate your withdrawal of an answer there to increase the tension of the situation. So the fact that you're saying that probably means we have an ending situation then, rather than a sudden death situation. Because if you were to know the answer,
can I rephrase?
Yes.
I'd rather not say.
Oh, if you're going to say it like that, that means it's probably going to be French. But we'll see what happens.
One of them was a lie. Pick one.
Well, to recap, if the answer is A, Japanese, Dan wins. If the answer is C, Russian, or D, Arabic, Yeesh wins. If the answer is B, French, then we go to sudden death. So this is either the last question or the next to last question. Penultimate, almost. Can reveal that the correct answer is...
I have goosebumps.
That's just the bubble wrap.
Wow.
We're gonna drag this out.
It's A, Japanese, and Dan takes it.
The official statement from the UN on their webpage, there are 6 of UN. These are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. The correct interpretation and translation of these 6 languages in both written and spoken form is very important to the work of the organisation, enabling clear and concise communication on issues of global importance.
Oh, well, commiserations, Yeesh there, but valiantly fought up to the end there. How you feeling?
That was pretty good. Did better than last time and hung in there, so not too upset about that one. That was a good question. Good time to use the accelerator. It was good.
Mm-hmm. And Ben, commiserations, you do take 3rd place in that duel, and you did know that the answer was Japanese on that particular question, did you then?
Yeah, I knew that one, and I knew the Pompadour question as well. So it's just the way it goes.
Just the way the questions go. Yep.
I know that one. I'm slightly peeved about the John Hancock question. Because I did know that and got baited in by the accelerator. So it's good play, good strategic play there. And I feel I probably may have split my chips a bit more rationally had I had more to play with, having not lost them on that question. But hey, that's the game. I had a good time. Thank you very much for hosting, and congratulations to Egg as well.
To officiate the formal results, Egg/Dan is the winner. Yeesh is in 2nd place, and Ben/Royal Flush is in 3rd.
Yep, there we go. And yeah, even though you may know the answers with a bit of thought, the strategy and the psychology is absolutely part of the gameplay of Duel, and that is always to be considered as half of the game, pretty much.
I always feel bad when I knock people out. It's like when I played with.
Well, you can stop complaining about the blooming quarrel and True format now.
Yes, because you've gotten through.
Actually, do a proper duel.
Yes, you get to go into the main duel situation, and you will be facing off against Ralph as your first match. What's your thoughts on that?
I know how formidable an opponent Ralph is. I think it's going to be a very good match. The main concern I have is if I make it through that and facing either Sam or Linepiece in either the winner or the loser bracket, I am in it, if I'm being honest. That's what I'm more concerned about. We'll have to see what happens. I think I'd be okay getting into the next bracket, but getting from that is going to be very tough.
Mm-hmm. And to answer your question, Rubik's, yes, it's a double elimination. You're just only seeing the upper bracket here, but yeah, there is technically a lower bracket as well. So it's a double elimination format from that point onwards. Well,
15 in, 14 out.
Yep, and we just have one more position left to find in Trill C to go up against Grunkle, so we will lose 2 more players and gain another. And that'll be it for the Trill situation when we get there. So
the proving tournament will be over.
Yes, and then the main duel event will then begin.
Situation sounds like a play by Harold Pinter.
I don't know who that person is, but he sounds very interesting.
For the evening.
Right, time to go and mind play Weemers now, because it's going to be me and Weemers in the final if we get there.
Mind games, mind games.
I know Weemers wants to fight me in this duel. So
you two can fight each other. It will be if you get to the final.
Yeah, because we're so far away from each other.
No, because I think there will be sort of secondary bracket situations that we can work out, but nah, it'll happen if it happens.
Indeed. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this whole evening of Mega Saturday quizzing.
Quarren
the whole day, yes. Quarren streaming and all of that jazz, yes. So, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in on this irregular streaming on my end. Yeah, there's going to be, by the way, if you are around in about 2 hours, 20 minutes time, over on Quetz's channel, he's doing the Chase VGM. He's now doing 2 episodes a week, so it's normally... Yes, he normally does an episode on his Thursday evening, which ends up being like 12 p.m. GMT on Thursdays.
What time is it there now?
Well, it's Australian, isn't it? But he starts his stream at, I think, 9 in the morning or something like that on Sunday, which ends up being our late night, Saturday into Sunday 1 a.m. GMT kind of situation. So, yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, then if I can spell his name correctly, I think it's that. Is the correct spelling of it.
Right.
Head over there, and the Chase VGM is like the Chase, if you're familiar with that game show, except all the questions about video game music and identifying names of tracks from different video game music soundtracks. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then head on over there, and I might be around there. Depends on whether I'm going to be staying up or not. I might be.
Later today, it's like 11:15. So later today, my later today involves a pillow.
It involves an hour and 20 minutes.
I won't be streaming anymore until Wednesday, where we'll be doing probably a test run of the 1,000 Heartbeats ahead of the Rufus Hound Friday special on the Friday 8 p.m. GMT. So yeah, look forward to that. Tell all your people that Rufus might be sticking around. Well, your people, yes, your people with my people, that kind of thing.
Vocalize.
All right, fair enough. Keep yourself sane during the quarantine, and keep your hands nice and clean and all that. Stop touching your face. I know I've been touching my face a lot in stream, but I'm self-isolating myself anyway. So as long as I keep my hands clean beforehand and after, that it's all fine. So have fun out there, and I'll see you for definite on Wednesday. I might be on the Chase VGM playing along. Until next time. Score?
I've been Matt the Ref.
Matt?
Egg, all the best to your family, mate, and I have been Matt the Ref.
And I've been Ash the Bash. You've all been awesome, and take care. See you later.